चलो सही, ये तो काम की होती है, मैं मेरे तो बड़े काम आती है। लेकिन ये है कि
Assalamu alaikum. Good evening, everyone. يعطيك
وعليكم
العافية
السلام
خالد.
ورحمة الله. أهلا
كيفك؟
أهلا سيد. كيف تمام أنت منيح؟
الحمد لله رب العالمين. Happy New Year, everyone. Thank you for joining, and hopefully you had a great break, refreshed one, and hopefully you were able to work on your projects. We will wait for 5 more minutes just to allow more people to join. And thank you who joined on time: Zara, Sultan, Rashid, Mariam, Hamda, Fatima, Ahmad, Ali, and Aisha. And Shamzella, thank you so much for joining on time. Uh, we'll just wait 5 more minutes. I'm sure people are just joining now, and then we can start at 7:05. Yes, Hamda, it's fine. If you don't want to join the competition, it's absolutely fine. You can attend the sessions just to learn. It's okay. You're welcome. Assalamu alaikum. Hi, everyone, again. Thank you so much for joining the session and Happy New Year. We wish you a year full of success and happiness, inshallah. Uh, Before we start, a couple of reminders. Please make sure to log into Canvas and complete all the lessons and quizzes if you haven't done already. And I'll post the invite link in the chat. Please share it with your colleagues just to have more people on board, because this week we will finish all the content we have. So I'll just post it in the chat. Share it with your colleagues, please. Also, regarding the training, as we mentioned in the email that was shared last week, this week we will finish the 2 last contents we have, and then next week onwards until the deadline on 22nd of January, we will have 3 support sessions. So I would like to take this opportunity before Khaled starts with the content today to hear back actually from you with the progress that you have on the projects, because the deadline is just around the corner. The deadline to submit the projects is on 22nd of January, and I will keep mentioning it and reminding you guys, because we don't want you to miss the deadline. And also, I would like to mention that we are here to support. If you have any question, if you need any help with the projects that you're working on, shoot us an email. We can jump on a Teams call. We're always available to support you. So I would like to hear from you. What's happening in the projects? Are we on a good track? Are you able to submit before the deadline? You can simply open the mic if you feel comfortable doing that, or you can just mention it in the chat. Um, so where are we with the projects? Are we on track? Are we able to submit before the deadline? Yes or no? Do you need support? Yes or no? Before
Yeah,
before we
Mark,
jump on
if you allow me
to the session.
to just say something to the guys.
أكيد
Hello,
Khaled.
everyone. Merry Christmas for everyone and Happy New Year. As Ammar just told you, we are so close to the submission date. What we need from this effort we have been doing together since we started this project, we need to hatch our fruits. So you have been planting and working, and so what is the thing that we need to accomplish now? We have 2 targets to accomplish. The first target is preparing our projects and giving them to the competition. And the other one is to prepare for the certifications. This is where we are going to guide you in both of these 2 targets. We have a lot to do with you together. So what we need to do with you together is to hear back from you in order to know on which ground we are standing. Where are we from these 2 targets? So we are here for you. We are supporting you in every detail. If you are facing any issues, whatever the size of these issues, do not worry. We are experienced. We have the time for you to support you. We need to achieve these 2 goals to apply or give uh, as much projects as we can and as much certifications as we can. Because when you get your certifications, believe me, and this happened with me when I was at your age, the first certification I got really it really changed everything in my life. So I started getting certification after another, and until now I have achieved really uncountable number of certifications. And it was not only the certification, it was the experience, and I have been digging into this road until I can't, until today. Ammar knows that I never leave any new certification because I love this and it is giving me back the opportunities in work and, of course, and financial payback. So please, guys, don't worry, don't be shy. Contact us at any time. Let us guide you to achieve these 2 goals, the certifications and the projects. Maybe if you are not ready, just start now. I advise you to create your group It is better than working alone. But if you don't have someone with you, it's fine. We will be your group. You will be your backbone. We will be the soldier behind you, and we'll just give you all the tools that you need. Thank you, Ammar, for the time. And this is my advice to everyone. I guess someone has a question. Jamil, maybe.
Thank you, Khalid.
You are most
And we are emphasizing on this in all the sessions, guys, because you have been attending with us, you have been participating with us in the sessions. We don't want you to miss that chance of submitting a project, even if you don't feel that the idea is, for example, maybe complete or something. We are here. We still have time. We still have around 2 weeks to submit the project. Okay, so I can see that Muhammad Jum'a said, Al-Qaidi said that you're facing an issue with getting the Azure credits. Muhammad, did you try the two options that we posted on WhatsApp? If you remember, we posted two videos uh, on WhatsApp, and have you tried both of them? And did you check with your IT administrator at the university? Come on, Muhammad. So while Muhammad is answering, um, Naifa, you said you need support. You want to open the mic and share with us what do you need exactly?
Hello everyone.
Hi.
We need
Hi.
some guidance. Basically, we want to meet with the professionals so we can discuss our idea, and we want to see how we can build it like from the start. Because me and my group, we start, but we are a bit confused. How we can
Okay.
make like the final product.
No problem at all. So what you can do, Naifa, just for Khalid to have an idea about the concept of your project, if you can in an email, send us an email with the idea, with the concept that you are working on, and send us what you have made as progress. Yani you can say, I know we have started and we prepared the video, for example, and we have started creating the environment in Azure or something like that. Send it to us, and then we can jump on a Teams call, me and you and Khalid, and we can answer your questions. Okay? Just to be on to save time and to make sure that we have an idea about the concept. The email is AI Innovators. I'll share it in the chat.
So again, as Ammar said, anybody who is confused or having an issue with anything, first of all, just write us an email about what is the idea, what are the technologies you are going to be using, did you start or not, where are you stuck, and then directly after you send this email, just set an appointment. Let's set an appointment to meet and put you on the correct path in order to start working. This should be done during this week. Please, guys, do it during this week. Let's meet during this week, everyone who is stuck in anything, in order to reach the next week where we have the support sessions where we can just put our hands on the issues or just on the solutions that you want. And I'm sure that whenever we are on the right track, nothing will stop you. Okay, guys, please, again, send the email, set your project, set the technologies that you are going to use. What is blocking you? Maybe you didn't have the Azure credits, maybe you don't have the idea, whatever. Guys, please mute yourselves. Okay. So this is what I am talking about. Okay, Naifa. Okay, and we have also a lady on the chat mentioned something related also that they are stuck. Is it Zara? Zara Azhar. Are you with the same team with Naifa or you are alone? If you are alone, the same words are to you. Just as I told you, prepare the email, send it. Maybe if you can do it today, we will be more than ready to help you and start to put you on the right track. Do not worry about anything. Don't say that it's late, that it is not the proper time. Just type the email and send it, and we will reply to you very fast and set a meeting. Maybe we try to do all the meetings during this week, even in the weekends, because we are almost reaching the deadline of the projects, and we should be prepared in order to review the projects before you just start supplying them. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Khalid. So Zara, the same thing. Um,
Okay,
If
okay, Zara,
send
that's
us the
great.
email today, Zara, with the things that you are stuck on, and we will help you. For Muhammad, he said that I've sent an email. They mentioned that it's not available. Then Muhammad, you need to try the second approach, which is through the Founders Hub. Have you submitted a request through the Founders Hub, Muhammad? If not, I can share with you the video, the steps in the chat here. Follow them, and you submit an application to Microsoft, and they will get back to you in 24 hours. And you will get like 1,000, I think, USD credits.
And I also had this issue with a lady, I think, if I'm not mistaken about the name, Nada Saeed. I don't know if she's attending now. She had the same issue with the Azure credits. Please, guys, watch the video. We have tested that. And if you have any issue also related to Azure, call us. We'll set a call and we'll solve this issue with you. Okay? So I guess everything now is clear. So let's head into our session today. Our session today is about the generative AI solutions. Before I start, do you still have any questions? Please let
And
us
I
know.
remember, just 1 second, I remember Jamil had his hand raised. I don't
Yeah,
know if
okay,
Jamil
Jamil,
has
go ahead.
anything to say. I remember I saw his hand. I'm not
Yeah, me
sure.
too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Good
Sure, Muhammad.
evening, everyone.
I'll share with you the video. Hi, Jamil. How are you?
Good, good. How are you guys?
Good. Alhamdulillah.
Th-
All good.
uh,
Tell me, Jamil.
okay. Can we join a private session like the one we have done 2 weeks ago after this session to
No
let you
problem.
keep updated with our all updates?
No
Uh,
problem. Sure, we can. Can we
okay.
we can do it, if not today, Jamil, after the session, we can do it tomorrow morning. Okay?
Of course, of course, of course.
Okay.
Yeah,
Tamam, perfect.
I
that's
really
No problem.
appreciate that. Thank you, thank you.
No problem. No problem. خلاص, if no one else has anything to share, again, we are available. I'm in the chat. Share with me any feedback you have, and we're here to support. Okay. So Khalid, we can start the session.
okay. Now there's
Just let me
somebody.
mute Khalid next
Yeah, Allah,
1
please
second.
mute everyone.
All right, go ahead, Khalid.
Okay,
Very
thank
good.
you, Omar. So now we are going to start with the last model or the last technology we are introducing in our training sessions, which is the development of generative AI solution with AI or with the Azure Open AI service. As we all know, all the technologies that are being used are being implemented by Microsoft and the Open AI company in collaboration, and they gave us the most useful products like the Microsoft Copilot. Through the Microsoft Copilot or other applications or other integrations of AI within the Microsoft applications, we can see that we can use the generative AI, which we use in order to generate topics, translate, summarize, create a Q&A, whatever. So suppose that you want to build a support application that has the ability to summarize a text or suggest maybe a code. To build this application, you need to utilize the capabilities that you can see in the Copilot or maybe the Chat GPT. It's a chatbot built by the OpenAI company that takes the natural language input that you use and returns the machine created human-like response. So now let's say that we have created a project. Within your project, you have a lot of ideas, and you need to add a chatbot to that application that you have created. And you want to use the natural language technology that we use, that we speak, that we talk or type or whatever, in order to have a conversation or to get something from the machine that is being trained on the different types of LLMs, the large language models that is created by the OpenAI company. For you as a developer, Microsoft gives you this ability through Microsoft Azure and gives you the ability to start working with the OpenAI service. The OpenAI service brings all these generative AI models. We have different types of models. I'm going to show you that. Like we have models to translate, we have models to answer questions, we have models for Q&A, we have models to monitor sound, we have different types of models. So for you as a developer, how can you do that? All you need to do, as we have done with different types of technology that we have seen, we created resources in Azure, and then we started working with the Open AI solution. Well, this is what I want to tell you or to show you, is that from Azure, we can just create an environment where we can create a chat GPT or a Copilot or a Dell or whatever, and I will explain all that to you, and integrate these solutions within our own solutions or applications to have our own type of the uh, generative AI solutions. And you have seen a lot of different types of generative AI solutions on the market. You can find a lot of people saying that use this application to summarize, use this application to convert or to create or to study or whatever. So what you need is just to have access to the Azure OpenAI service and build a solution upon that service and deploy that solution to any application you are creating. In our today's session, I'm going to introduce to you the Azure OpenAI service. I'm going to show you how we create a generative AI solution like a chat bot or a chat or similar to Copilot or ChatGPT, whatever you prefer. And on our next session on Thursday, we are going to see how we also create a generative solution and how to implement that solution into our applications. So let me just show you, demonstrate to you what I'm talking about. What I have done here as a demonstration for you, I have just created an open AI solution or service that allows me to just use the open AI portal. This is the, together we are going to have an exercise, but let me just demonstrate what we have there. This is the resource that I have created. I called it SAW OpenAI by today's date. As you can see here we can access that, and here we can see all the keys that we might need in order to
I
use
think,
this application.
sorry for interrupting, but the screen is
No
not
problem.
showing.
The screen is not showing. Okay, my mistake. I am sorry. Okay, sorry. Again, I have been on Azure. I have logged into Azure and I have created this resource, which is OpenAI resource. As you can see, this is the resource, the Azure OpenAI. We are going to perform an exercise today together and create an OpenAI. But let me just show you the created one and its capabilities before we head to our exercise. So this is the resource that I have created. It is simply created, it doesn't need a lot of steps, a couple of steps and 2 minutes, and your OpenAI service is ready. When you create it and it is ready, you can just go to the Azure AI Foundry portal. This portal will help you create and start like testing all the services within it. So let me just show you what is there, what is available. This is the playground of this, or this is the visual, this is the studio of OpenAI. As you can see, we have here different types of models. Sorry, as you can see here, we have the get started, we have the model catalog. These are the models that are behind what you see in Copilot or in ChatGPT, because both of these products are coming from OpenAI. Okay, the ChatGPT and the Copilot are both the products from OpenAI. But what differs is that OpenAI plus Microsoft equals Copilot. Okay? In addition to that, there are some differences and there are some enhancements of Copilot on ChatGPT. This is not our issue to do it, to see the differences between them. But as you can see here, we have here different types of models. So whenever you need to use any of these models, all you need to do is to deploy this model by going into deployment. But before I go to deployment, let me just explain to you, because I'm sure that you will be playing around today with this this studio before we reach our next session. Maybe you get some questions or whatever. So this is the model catalogs. Here we can see the different models. We have here 21 models that we can use. Among them, we have the chat completion. We have the GPT. This is the GPT 4.0 or 4.0. This is 4.0. This is the model that is being used in the free Copilot and in the chat GPT. Okay, so these are the different models. This is the generative AI model that gives me the answers. As you can see here, we have another model which is called the DAL. The DAL is the one that is responsible about generating images. As you can see here, it is a text to image. If you can see what I'm talking about, here is the model and here is the explanation of this model. As you can see here, we have 21 models. So let me just press on the chat this model and see this model. What is that model? As you can see here, this is these are the details of the model. It was last trained on October 2023. Okay, if you need to deploy it or if you need to use it, all you need to do is to press on the deploy. This is what we are going to do together in our exercise. And here you can just see how it works, what are the data, what are the properties, how we can use it. We can also know about the pricing of this model. Another important model a lot of people like to play with, which is the DAL-E, which is the model that is responsible about creating images. So I would ask the model, when you go to Copilot, let me just show you the Copilot and explain what I'm talking about. Let me open the Copilot Studio for you. I just want to make sure that you are understanding what I'm talking about. This is the school account, and I will go to Copilot. Okay, let's just give it a second. So here I will go to Copilot. I can go to Copilot in different methods, but let me just tell you what I'm talking about. So this Copilot you are seeing here is a combination of different models that we have been seeing here in this studio or in this AI founder. So as you can see here, these are different types of models being used, and the final product was what we can see, which is the chat GPT or the Copilot. So if I like to start working with that, I would I will ask it a question, generate a training plan about OpenAI Foundry. Okay, so this is what I am asking or prompting the ChatGPT or the Copilot. So where does it get the answer for that? Where does it translate that? It just translates that in one of these models on the ChatGPT I'm talking about here. I'm talking about the ChatGPT, the GPT 4.0. This is built on that. The Copilot is built on that. And when I press on generate, it will be answering me. It will be consulting the Copilot database or LLM or resource I'm talking about. So this question or this request I did came into its background data, which is coming from these models. Another power I can do is to generate an image of a dog on the moon. Okay, here I am sending text and I am requesting an image. So this is the role of a model to translate text into image. So I will try to create that, and we can, in a couple of seconds, it will create that for us. So this is what I'm talking about. This is the Copilot, and here is the playground or the backbone where we are working or getting the information that we want. We have here another important place, which is called the playground, where I can test these models. As you can see here, I have these models that I can be using. I can select a different deployment, and here I can just test things before I just deploy it or use it. Here I have the chat models. I have the assistance models like the chat GP, the virtual assistants. Here I can create a new assistant that can answer questions or perform things. As you can see here, I have just pressed on the assistant, and here it is asking me to select the model that I will be using on that model. Here is the chat GPT or GPT 4.0. Here I can read about the abilities of that model or that model. This is what I'm talking about. Here I can choose between the models. So I have a question I would like you all to answer me, or any of you might have the answer. Why would I choose GPT 4.0 mini when I can use the GPT 4.0? Or maybe I select GPT number 4 or GPT 3.5 Turbo. Since we have the 4.0, why is there still an older version of these models? Can you give me an answer about this question? If you like to open your microphone or drop on the chat, let me know. I will give just 30 seconds. Okay, Jamil. The question is, here I have the ability to create a service which is called the chat moderator or the virtual agent. When I started creating that virtual assistant, okay, I have been derived into a question asking me to select between different models. Since I have the highest model that includes everything, why would there still be an old versions of these models? Maybe because some features have been deleted. This is one answer. Another answer, I will give you 30 seconds before I answer that. Pricing, that's excellent. And one last, okay, Farouk, this is excellent. So these are the answers. So I would like to know some actions are maybe this is right also. Some actions are compatible with other. So I have brilliant students. Thank you for shutting me up, and you have the correct answer. So this is the assistant. We have here another model related to real time audio, where I can just, I think some of you, or I guess Nada was working on something on a project that needs this. Why am I demonstrating all of this? Because these are the key solutions for all of your projects. This is where you are going to start working. I am sure most of you will be working here. Here I can also create a deployment, select the model that I want, and this model can just, whenever I talk, maybe I wanted to write what I'm talking or transcribe, or maybe I wanted to transcribe, then translate, or maybe just translate. So these are the places where I can start using the solutions that I want. Here, if I want to use the images, if I need to create a model similar to DAL, based on DAL, or maybe I can also, if I am good enough to start a new model or edit the models that are here, we can use the machine learning and train new models and build our applications based on the models that we have trained. And here we have the completions that we can use in order to like create documents, like generate studies, generate different things. So this is the Da Vinci, Babbage, Da Vinci, DAL, and these are the models that are mostly used in different types of solutions you are seeing on your applications, on your mobile phone, or on the online application that are in tons on the internet. So if everything is clear, please raise your thumb, tell me that everything is clear, so that we can jump now into the exercise we are going to be doing today. Our exercise we are going to be starting today. I closed that. I am sorry. All clear. That's great. So now I reset the. Okay, so as you can see, we can build natural language solutions, we can apply prompt engineering, generate images, and implement retrieval augmented generation. These are the features that we are working on when we are using the Open AI. This is the Open AI playground that we have seen. And now, please, everyone, let's head into the exercise. I will be working with you together on this exercise. Again, let's start this exercise. Please, can you, Ammar, drop the link on the chat for the guys here? I
Yeah,
will be
sure thing.
following.
One second.
I will be following the same method I have been following on the past exercises. I will open the exercise just to get the steps from the exercise, and I will be performing these steps on my real environment on my Azure Studio or on my Azure portal. So this is the exercise. I will press on Start the Lab as we did on the last time. So please, guys, let me know when you started the lab in order so that I can start working from my side. And this time I want you to try to work independently, work reading the lab and come back as a reference to me. This lab is considered an easy lab, and I want you to perform the steps and achieve it by your own while I'm working. And if you have any questions, please let me know. I need the power on you, the superheroes on you to start working and achieving from now on. So I opened these instructions. I did split here. I did the split. Here it would be split the screens. And I put this on my other screen in order to start following the steps that I have. So please, everyone, including Ammar, let's start working on our lab. So the first step is at the saying you will need an Azure subscription. I guess all of you have your Azure subscriptions. The first step, I will close everything here and I will be working as if I am working on a new step. The first thing is I would go to the portal.azure.com. Okay. So Azure OpenAI Service brings the generative AI models developed by OpenAI, as I have said, to Azure platform. So now you have the ability to start working on the technologies of the models that are created by OpenAI AI, enabling you to develop powerful AI solutions that benefit from security, scalability, and integration services that are created or provided by Azure. So that's why we are using Azure in order to create our solutions. It's not because we are going into Microsoft's competition only, but because Azure platform is considered in the top 3 of the world of the safest and most reliable uh, portals for cloud solutions or for cloud services. That's why AI, OpenAI and Microsoft created and gave you the ability to start that. So what I need to do is to provision an AI or OpenAI resource. So the first thing is log in to the portal, then create an Azure OpenAI resource. Please let me know if you are following on the steps so I can go on and continue. Please, on the chat, let me know if you are working with me and everything is fine with you. Okay, this is the first thing. I will go to create an open AI resource. Great, Farah. Thank you. Now here I press on create a resource. Ammar, do you want me to repeat anything or everything is fine until now?
No, I think everything is fine until now, Khalid. I don't know about
Okay.
the...
Azure, as you can see, open AI, it directly appeared here. I will select that. Okay, and as you can see, this is the logo we are looking for, the Azure OpenAI. And here I would select create an Azure OpenAI service. As you can see, you can select one of these regions, Australia, US, Australia, East, Canada East, East US, East US 2, France Central, Japan East, North Central, Sweden Central. Okay, another question. Why did they just give me those selections? Why not other selections? Guys, I would be asking too much questions because I want to make sure that you have all what we have passed through is fixed into your minds, and in order to just make fewer mistakes, because this is important. Why are they asking us to create this solution or this service on these stations or locations?
Can
Because,
I speak?
okay, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, this is because I think for these specific regions, support this service, but like in other regions, it's not supported, like in this cloud.
Excellent. Excellent. This is the thing. So these services or the OpenAI services are supplied on these servers or on these locations. So you should select one of these. So this is what I'm going to start with. So the subscription here, you should see your subscription. The resource group, I'm going to create a new resource group and I will call it SAW 1/7/2025. Okay, and I would go with okay. This is the new resource group. The instance details, I'm gonna put it on East US because you know that I love East US. I'm not from there, but I don't know why I like it. So I will call this resource Open AI SAW also 7/1/2025. Okay, the pricing tier here, I would go with standard S0. I am following the steps directly on the exercise. Okay, I'm not changing anything. Okay, if you need more details for later for your applications, but you are not going to worry about anything because you already have been supported with credits from Microsoft, then I'm going to start with the next. Okay, I don't need to add anything to network because I wanted to be using all the networks that can access this resource because it would be an open resource or open application. and then I will be going with next. It will be verifying if this resource is passing all the terms. So whenever you press on create, it means that you are accepting the Microsoft terms. And here, as you can see, basic, it is MSDN platform. This is very important for you. These are some notes that you should be taking into a notepad, because maybe later you are going to start using this. So I will press on create. As you have seen, it took like 1 or 2 minutes to set up this resource, and the deployment would also take, I guess, less than a minute, and it would be ready. So please let me know if everything is done from your side and you are on the same step as I am. Okay, my resource is ready. Let me know when your resources are ready in order to just together go there and start working with that.
So let us know, guys. I don't want to keep asking the same question, so I'm leaving it to you, Khalid. Just let us know if you are following with us, if you are on the same
It's
page.
fine, it's fine. التكرار جيد.
Yeah, I know, but we have amazing audience, Khalid. Don't worry.
I
They're
know, I
following.
know, I know.
عشان هيك I stopped asking,
Oh,
خلاص. I'm sure they are following the steps. Yeah.
okay,
هلا
but I
just give
want
us
to
a couple
know.
of seconds. It's still deployment in progress. Khalid, sorry, you were saying something.
No, I just want to okay, this is what I was waiting for, the word done from everyone in order to start going to the resource. So now, since it is done, okay, I now can press and go to resource. Okay, and now the next step we are going to start with is deploying one of the models that we want. Now, as you can see here, in the explanation, it is stating that Azure provides a web-based portal named Azure AI Foundry Portal, which is the Azure AI Studio, let's say, that you can use to deploy, manage, and explore models. You'll start by exploration of Azure OpenAI using Azure AI Foundry to deploy a model. So what we're going to do now is to deploy a model. Here are the endpoints that we can be using. These are the keys. On the next exercise on Thursday, we are going to be working with these. I guess you have the knowledge related to what I'm talking about. Now, what I want to do is to explore the Azure AI Foundry portal. We have a question from Shaykha. Resource group, choose or create a resource group. How to do this step? Okay, let me just repeat the step for Shaykha. Okay, where are you stuck now? Did you go to create an OpenAI? I will repeat the step in order to show you what have been done. Okay, here I create a resource and select Open AI. Please, Shaykha, let me know if I am guiding you correctly. Did you reach what here? Okay, now I press on Create Azure OpenAI. Okay, here simply press on Create New and give it a name that you suggest. It's up to you. Name it whatever you want. You can call it Shaykha. Open AI with today's date. Whatever you want to name, this resource group is for you. So you'll need just to create this resource group. Let me know if you are done with that, please. When you are done, and if you have overcome this step, let me know. That's great. After that, all you need to do is select East US, give it also a name for the service, and select the pricing tier as standard. You will not have another one. And next, and create and wait for the model to be deployed, and you are good to go. Please let me know when you are done with all this and you are good to go so I can continue. You are most welcome. Please, I will give you like a couple of minutes before I start or continue the exercise. What about others? When you finish what I'm talking about, Shaykha, you will be reaching the same, oops, my mistake. You will be here on the same page I am in. I'm showing that to you. You should be on this same page with me. Are you there now? Guys, are you all on this page? Okay. I was just asked. Great, that's great. Yeah, okay, Aisha, very good. That's great. Now we are on this step now. We need to deploy one of these solutions that we have. So if you go ahead and also read the steps and the Azure portals, okay, on the overview, scroll to get started. This is the get started. Under that, and go to Foundry. In the Foundry portal, select deployments. I will go down, and this is the deployments I'm talking about. Here, I don't have any deployment because I didn't create anything on that resource in specific. So what I need to do is to create a new deployment for the GPT 35 or 3.5 Turbo 16K. So I will press on the deploy model and select deploy base model. And here I should be looking for the GPT 35 Turbo. It is now here appearing. I will select it. Here it will be explaining to me what is this model. This is a chat completion. Models can understand and generate natural language or code. The most capable and cost-effective model in the chat and the GPT 3.5 family is the, so it's explaining that it includes 35 Turbo, 35 Turbo 16K, 35 Turbo Instruct. You can see the token context length. These are important parameters when you are going to create your own solutions. You should be aware of what model you are going to be using, okay? So these are the details about this models. I will select confirm. Here I would need to just set the parameters. Here it is calling, it's asking you to give it a name. I will keep it as it is, adding SAW. And the deployment is standard. The model version, keep it as it is. Okay, the model version, keep it as it is, and it is standard. If there is something I need to do is like here, press, it's asking me to limit it to 5K. This is the token size in order not to spend a lot of credits on that. So I would decrease that into 5K. Oops, it's a 3K. And as you can see, the content filter, I would keep it the default one, and enable dynamic quota would be disabled, okay? If I'm confused about anything, all I need to do is to hover there and press here, and it will be explaining what this does.
I have a
Okay,
question.
go ahead.
Token per minute trade limit, it's maximum on my screen, it's 1,000. Is
The
this
maximum limit
related?
that you have on this, on your portal, you mean?
Yes. Also, the
Okay,
RPM is 6
maybe
market
because of the
subscription.
subscription type. Yeah, it's okay for
Okay.
now. Just keep it as it is.
Okay.
Maybe because it's of the subscription. I'm sure about that. Okay, subscription type.
Okay,
So
thank you.
now you're almost welcome. After that, all you need to do is to press on deploy. Okay, it has deployed the model, and now I have the key for my endpoint and for my application. These are the deployment information, the name, the deployment type, it was created by whom, modified by whom, all these things that I want to be using. Now that you have deployed the model, you can use it to generate responses based on natural language prompts. The chat playground is the place where you can work with that. And the playground section, okay, where is the playground section? Select the chat page. So this is the playground section, and this is the chat page. Before I move there, let me know that you have done all the steps I have shown to you. Okay, I will give it like 2 minutes for you. Excellent, Aisha. Aisha is riding a Ferrari, guys. Okay. And we have Jamil done. Everybody is done. So now, if others are done, let us know. And now let's go with the steps. And as you can see here, now, great, great. Now, in the playground, select chat. Am I correct? Now, this is the chat. Okay. The chat playground page consists of a row, button, and two main panels, which may be arranged right to left or horizontally, whatever. So one is the configuration and one is the chat session. This is the configuration or setup, and the other is the session. Under deployment, make sure that your GPT 3.5 model is selected. Okay, this is the one, Open SAW. This is the model I am using. Okay. And as you can see here, this is what we call the default system message. You are an AI assistant that helps people find information. So when your application or when your deployment or this deployment you are creating starts, this is the system message that will be shown to the clients. Okay, you can change that, of course, but let's continue with our example. The system message is included in prompts submitted by the model and provides context for the model response, setting expectation about how AI agent based, etc. In this chat session panel, enter the user query. So all you need to do is to copy from there, from the exercise steps. How can I use generative AI? Copy that and paste it here. Okay? So you are now testing the chat GPT or the GPT 35-Turbo. So this is what I am expected to see. So it will sometimes, did you do the steps, guys? If you receive it's not ready, it might be just still deploying. All you need to do is to give it a couple of minutes, and then it will be working fine. So see this model, review the response, noting that the model has generated a cohesive natural language answer that is relative to the query which was prompted. So what is meant by that is the answer is related to the question. Okay, now enter the user another query now. What skills do I need to develop a solution to accomplish this? Also copy that from there and paste it on here. So there is something that was mentioned here about the context. The context means what we are talking about. It is very important to keep the discussion in context, because sometimes the model might get lost or start answering things out of the context. This is very important for us to keep the context, because we are starting talking or chatting or generating something about an idea, then out of nowhere you can see that the chat you are talking with or the model you are talking to is giving you answers that are not related. So now review again the response, noting that the chat session has trained the conversational context. So this is interpreted as a generative AI solution marketing. This consolidation is achieved by including the recent conversation history. What does it mean by that? That now I am testing this and I am prompting and getting answer, and at the same time, the model is learning, is connecting what I'm talking about to the context and answering through the context, because it can read the previous questions and answers and still in the context. So let me show you something now, is to clear the chat. Okay. And now if I ask it a question, it will not be referring to the rest to the history. All the context will be lost. Okay, so this is what I want to do. Can you help me find resources to learn those skills? Let's see what it will answer, or what will it answer. So as you can see, of course, I'd be happy to help you find resources to learn a new skill. Could you please specify which skills you are interested in? What happened here is that because we cleared the chat, so the context is done or lost, so it is now requesting you to answer or to give it or support it with the context you are talking about. Is that clear, guys? Did you get the idea behind what we are doing now? Okay, that's great. Now, experiment with system messages and the prompts and a few short examples. Let's so far you have engaged in a chat conversation with your model based on a default system message. You can customize the system set up to have more control over the kind of responses generated. So you now need to edit, customize, control the responses coming from the system because you want it to be more clear, shorter, longer, more precise, whatever. So how we can do that? We go to the main toolbar and select, sorry, and in the main toolbar and select prompt. Sorry, 1 second. Okay. And select prompt samples. Okay. I will press here. And as you can see, there are some suggestions, some ready-made assistant prompts for us, and use the marketing writing assistant. Any ideas coming into your mind? I have something on my mind, which states that I might have the ability to create a chat solution or generative solution specifically for the people who are working in marketing. So this is like customized generative AI solution. I have the tools ready for me. I have the generative AI model, and here the marketing writing assistant is a trained model specifically trained on the marketing plans. Did you get what I'm talking about? Did you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, all good.
Okay, that's great. Now I will press that, and now you can see that the prompt or the system message has changed. As you can see here, you are a marketing writing assistant. So now I have an assistant for marketing, a specialized assistant for marketing. Okay. Now in the chat session, you can read all the remaining. That will help you come up with creative content. It will help you creating the content, ideas and content like marketing emails, blog post, tweets. So here I am getting like purchasing a template for my chat service, and this template is specifically created for marketing. Maybe you will be contacted from a company telling you, I know that you are a developer and you have knowledge in AI, so we would need your help to create for us an assistant for the marketing department so that it will help them create ideas, generate emails, blah, 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 blah. So instead of we don't want to give them access to Copilot or to ChatGPT because they might get losing the time or whatever, or maybe they would threaten our security. So we need something customized. So this is the place where you can get this customized solution. Okay, guys, I hope you are getting what I am saying and I'm not boring you. So now I would go with create. As you can see, I will ask it to create an advertisement. I will just copy and paste. And I will press there. So, okay. Now, as you can see, it created an advertisement about the Scrub Master Pro. Tired of spending hours scrubbing, blah, blah, blah. Why choose Scrub Master Pro? Here is what it's. As you can see here, it is trained on creating ads. So this training helped me after I only said a couple of words. The couple of words that I said was, or I typed, create an advertisement for a new scrubbing brush. Okay, let me test something from my mind. Create an advertisement. Ammar, do you need to have any suggestions from your side? Because you always have suggestions. Create an advertisement for a new speedy, or call it, or new muscle car. Okay. We are aligned, Muhammad. We are working on the same mindset. So this
I
is
was going to say a new car, Kamal.
also
Yeah.
everybody is talking
Me
about
also
cars.
too.
Uh-huh. No, I have my reason because I lost my car. That's why. So as you can see here, it is giving up. Let's see, lifetime for all the Thunderbolt GT. Okay, this is a muscle car and it is advertising that car. So you can see the power of this model that is related into what I was talking about. Now let me type that again because maybe I needed to return back to the what I was talking about. I will clear the chat because I talked about different topics. I wanted to stay on my context, so I would ask it the same question on the exercise again. Excuse me, guys. Now review the response. Okay. Okay. After that, it's asking me to enter the revise the advertisement for scrubbing brush and name the scrub ADUB 2000. So this is an edit for that prompt that is made of carbon fiber. So I gave it some details about this product. Okay. It reduces cleaning times by half compared. So now the advertisement is edited and regenerated, adding these specifications I gave for that brush. We didn't ask the ladies about what they like to advertise. This is bad from us. So we are sorry about that. Okay. Review the response, which should take into account the additional information, blah, blah, blah. Under the system message text box, expand the drop down for add section. Okay. Here we have the add section and select examples. Guys, I am working. I'm not asking you if you are performing the steps. Are you performing the steps with me and everything is going fine with you? Okay, that's great. Okay, under user, Control V. Okay. What else do I need? And then type the following message and response under the user and the assistant. Copy and paste those. And apply the changes. Why is there? No, this is not okay. And apply the changes and continue. Okay. Now in the chat session, type again. Okay. Another prompt to see the updates that we have done. Oh my God. Now create an advertisement for the sarkboard, whatever, what is it? A new scrubbing brush made of carbon fiber that reduces cleaning time by half. Okay, and I will prompt that. So as you can see, it changed the add and added what I wanted and added the data that are here that I have added to the assistant and to the user. Okay? I guess these are easy steps and you do not have any issues with that. And everything is clear, I hope, right? Somebody is asking about the attendance link. Now, you have explored how the system message example and prompts can help responses. You can also use parameters to control the model behavior. So in the configuration, which is in the setup, okay, you can go to the parameters. The configuration is the setup. You can go to the parameters here, okay, and change some configuration. Maximum responses is like 1000. Here, she can change it. The temperature is one. Of course, it's another temperature of the room. Okay. Oops. Okay. So if you need to know what is the temperature, it controls the randomness. Lowering the randomness means that the model will produce more repetitive and deterministic responses. Increasing the temperature will result more unexpected or creative responses. Okay, this is easy to understand. Now, after I have added that, okay, I change those parameters. I will ask it to create an advertisement for a cleaning sponge. Did I press or not yet? Okay. Now you can see that it is responded to us, and I'm going to do the last thing, which is clearing. And it's like I resetted everything, and now I will ask it to create an advertisement, the same thing that I used, and I will see the difference between these answers. Okay? Because we erased that, so the context is no more available. So it will change the advertisement as on all. I guess you have been doing this and you have seen the differences between these. Okay? And the configuration panel on the parameters again. This is something we have done. Use the clear chat button to reset the parameters. Okay. Okay. The parameters control degree, a low value. This is explaining what we want. So now the last step, if we need to deploy this model to a web application, okay, we can go here and just simply deploy it as a web and give it a name. What do we call it? SAW chat GPT. Okay. I guess Microsoft will be angry from me because I'm calling it chat GPT. This is my subscription. Where is the resource group that I am using? Okay, I don't remember if this is the one. Let me just make sure where I have created that. Open SAW and the resource group SAW, okay? And the SAW, okay, select the location, East US, and select the pricing plan. It would be the free one, of course, because I am not going to pay anything for that. I acknowledge. Do you acknowledge? Okay, and deploy that. Now it will create a web application and it will give you the URL and you will be able to access that web application. Okay? So it might take.
Khalid, Jamil shared a
Yeah.
screenshot in the chat if you can check it, please.
Okay. Okay. Harder. Okay, let me just make sure that everything is going well. And now I will see Jamil's screen. Request on the chat completion. Create operation under the OpenAI version, blah, 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 review that have exceeded token rate limit of your current AI service as the reply try to. Yes, this is an issue with the token size that you have on your subscription. All you need to do is to wait for a couple of minutes or maybe it's taking 42 seconds, then you can just reuse it or reset it and use again. This is something because of the subscription limits. It's nothing very important. It's not very, it's important, but it's not a big issue. Invalid deployment. If you face this, it's easy, just easily retry it again and it will be working. It's okay. I have been seeing that before. Again, start or retry deployment. And it will be working well. Okay. Test SAW 17/2025. Again, the subscription, I will select the MSDN and the resource group. Did I do a mistake about that? The location is East US. Okay, and the free pricing plan. Enter-ID authentication is enabled. Okay, thank you so much. And
I had a problem.
Yeah, 1 second and I will be with you.
Okay, thank you.
Go ahead. What is your problem?
In the location field, I cannot choose
Sorry?
anything. In the
And
location field,
yeah,
it is not like appearing or
can you
I
show me,
cannot do anything.
please? This is
Okay.
something with the subscription. All your issues are coming from the subscription.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I'll try it after the session maybe.
Yeah, try it again. And this is also what I am facing here. It's now because of maybe it's something related to internet, but the simple steps here is just create the app or deploy the app. Everything went well. Again, 7/1/2025 test deployment. And I will select a subscription. Again, resource group. My resource group, the same one. Here I will go with another location. I will select East US2 and also the free one and deploy. Don't give up, just change the locations and okay, as you can see, my deployment has started. It needs like 15 to 20 minutes, but when it started, it will be visible here. And after the deployment, you can see that, okay, let me show you. These are the last steps because it needs a bit of time. After your web has been deployed successfully, use the button on the chat and you will be launching the web application and you will be able to use it. Okay, it was successful. As you can see, it's now being deployment. It is being deploying. Okay, when it is done, you will be able to see a chat and you'll run the application and it will be working as if it was created by you. You can take that web application and paste it on any website that you have created. And this is what we're going to see on the next session. I hope the session was good, was entertaining and beneficial for everyone. If you have any question, please let me know. Try all the steps again by yourself. Don't just count on one time of the exercise or of the lab. Do it more than one time in order to get used to any technicalities or to any issues that you might be facing. Don't give up. Make sure that you will be having your successful labs. If you have any questions, please let me know. And Ammar, if you have something to add, go ahead.
Thank you so much, Khalid. يعطيك ألف عافية. I would like just to remind everyone about the deadline of the submission, which is 22nd of January. And as we mentioned at the beginning of the session, if you need support, if you have any issue with the project that you're working on, send us an email with the technology, but with the concept of the project you're working on first, and then technologies that you are using, and state in the email what type of issue you're facing. And then Khalid and I can jump on a call with you on a Teams call and support you with anything you need. All right, keep an eye on the WhatsApp channel, please. We'll be posting updates there, especially these 2 weeks. And keep an eye also on your email address. We will be sending more emails just to support you to submit this project before the deadline. Okay. I don't forget also to fill in your attendance and using the attendance link. I will close it in 4 minutes. And also what I will do is I will post the form that we shared in the previous sessions just to get an idea about the progress that you are making. So I'll share it. For those who already filled it, you don't need to fill it again. It's fine. I can see new names in the chat today, in the session today. So this form is for us to understand your progress on the project. Okay. Just give me 1 second. Let me. For those who haven't filled this form before or haven't seen this form before, please take it will take you like 2 minutes to fill in the form. We just need to know the progress of your project. We just need to know if you were able to submit on time. If you haven't done it already, please share it also with your colleagues who are participating in the competition but were not able to attend the sessions. We're just trying to collect as much feedback as possible from everyone who was participating in the competition. And the last thing I would like to mention is I would like to thank everyone who is participating with us in the chat, like Jamil, like Aisha, and forgive me if I miss anyone, Zara. So these are the names that I remember. Thank you so much for joining the sessions. Thank you for participating. And we wish you all the best in your projects. ويعطيك ألف عافية خالد ما قصرت in all the sessions
شكرا
that we
شكرا
attend.
لك شكرا لك. Thank you for everyone,
Thank
and
you.
I hope again that it was beneficially for everyone. And I hope, I wish, I pray that you all do the best in order to just feel great in what you're going to do in your projects. Thank you
إن شاء
so
الله.
much for attending.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Khalid.
Ammar, for all the efforts. Let me tell you something. Ammar is not sleeping, and he's helping us day and night. Great thanks to Ammar.
هذا
We
ما
Thank
really
في
you,
no
Ammar.
problem.
appreciate this thing.
Thank you إلك Khalid and thank you
Thank you.
everyone لأنه without you guys we would not be here. We really enjoy these sessions. I really enjoy engaging with you guys. Um, and we wish you all the best. هلا also we will have support sessions as I mentioned, not next week, starting next week. So prepare your questions, prepare your projects to share with us. In those sessions and the support sessions, you will be the one actually presenting to us. Me and Khalid, we will be answering questions. We will hear from you more. We want to understand how can we support you in the 3 support sessions as well. So Thank you again. Thank you, Nahyan. Thank you so much. And thank you, everyone. I will be available in the chat in the last minute. For those who filled the attendance form and filled the progress form, you can leave the session. Thank you. And thank you, Jamil. Thank you, everyone. And take care. And we wish you a good night.
Okay, last question.
Hey, Jamil, tell me.
For the support session, do I have to send an email or what?
Yes, please. Send me an email and we will schedule it tomorrow morning, inshallah.
Okay, inshallah. Thank you.
يعطيكم ألف عافية. Thank you.